Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick product demo on a new product that I came across here, and it's called the Roth 20 watt Earmada, made by Brian Roth from Roth Amplification here in Western New York, starting his own company. And these amps are spectacularly put together by hand, all hand carved wood and hand wired and the whole nine. So this is actually a prototype pretty much of what he's going to be putting out, and they're done pretty much to order, and he has a couple of the designs that he's working on, and as well as a combo amp that I can't wait to get my hands on as well. So what he has here is also a custom designed cabinet with two 10-inch speakers, Eminence drivers, and it's a pretty flexible amp. You can do blues with this, rock, you can get some pretty heavy tones with it, and it's a very simple layout too as well. There's two 12AX7s in the preamp section, each with its own gain knob that you see here, and there's one KT88 in the power amp section, and that is what drives the cabinet. So right now I'm going through not this cabinet, but I have a Mesa Boogie 212 cab over here that I got mic'd up, but it sounds great with the 10-inch drivers. I just prefer 12s for me. So so right now the way I have it set up, I have the gain all the way, gain 1 all the way down to 0, and I have gain 2 at 12, and I have treble, mid, and bass here. Bass is all the way up, and the mid range is right about almost 12 o'clock, and the treble's down to about 1. This kind of reminds me of a little bit like a Fender meets a Marshall. It's got a lot of brightness to it, but it also has that growl that you really kind of want from a tube amp. So it's got the best of both worlds. So and then you have your master volume here, as well as your standby and power toggles. So I'll just play a couple things for you. And when you turn this one gain stage down all the way to 0, the amp is pretty much muted. There's no sound. But as you bring this gain 1 up, it starts to come in. So it's rather it's rather clean. It's nice. It's got a little bit of a little edge to it. Now if you bring this gain 1 up, it starts to get a little more, starts to sound a little more. Kind of almost like Malcolm Young, So it kind of gives you that type of middle, that Marshall, I don't want to say Marshall JTM vibe, but that's what it kind of has. Now, if you take gain 1 and push it up more, and you leave the gain 2 where it's at 12, and it starts to get even more. So it starts to push it even more. All right. So you can actually take gain 1 and push it all the way up. So it's got a little bit of that, still a little more full-on sound. So now if you take gain 1 and put that at 12 and take gain 2 and push that all the way up, I kind of like this sound better because I don't know if it's the back the second gain stage brings a little more mid-range to it. I don't know. It kind of does for me. Okay. Now, if you take both these gain stages and push them all the way up, you can hear a lot more noise, but that just means the amp is just, you know. Kind of like that. So that's just a little bit of a quick demo on this great amp. You know, all hand wired. I've been running this thing for, he's let me use it for quite a while, and I've been running it a lot, so it's broken in over time, and you know, with tube amps they just get better the more you run them. So it's a great little amp, nice find. You can pair it up, mix and match with different cabinets, try some things out with it. There will be some sound samples on his website that I did with a 7-string guitar, humbuckers, and then I did solid, I'm sorry, the humbucker sounds and split them, so you get a chance to hear that from clean to middle to real heavy. So, you know, but if you have any questions about this amp or how to contact Brian, let me know, and I can get you in touch with him. But I'm looking forward to some great things from this guy. So, until next time, stay true, stay on fire.